Hard-fought point against quality opposition. How satisfied were you? It could have been more as well, obviously. How satisfied were you with that?
Yeah, pleased overall. Odd fixture in the, so first of all, the time, the Boxing Day thing is different. We all know that, but the timing of it. And I think everyone's waiting for Man City. They will pull a result out. There's almost no question of that. And you don't want to be that side. And I thought we've earned the right to not be. I don't think it was a case of waiting for them to not have a good day. I thought we've delivered a strong performance, as we have done recently. Certainly on the defensive side and the commitment to that, but also getting later in the game, the way that we've got chances, and broke away. And I know we didn't take them, but when you watch back, I've seen a couple of clips already from the analyst team, and the strength and desire of the side to run forward and try and win that game is very, very pleasing, which shows the mentality is intact.
How pleasing was it as well to respond the way we did after an early setback? Because it was an unfortunate goal, wasn't it? And I guess coming to a place like this, the game can get away from you quickly.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate goal. Dare I say, a bit of luck landed their way. I thought our shape was good, but we didn't really have that intent that we've been showing lately. Just sort of waiting for the game a little bit. And although the goal was unlucky, it seemed to just give us a lift a little bit. We played more, we looked to play more, we opened the game up a bit more, still had to defend properly. And we opened it with a good goal and a fine finish from Millie. And then second half it started cagey again. They had a good start, obviously. We didn't quite capitalise on anything, and they get a penalty and you're wondering. Then Jordan makes a big save, and then I thought, yet again, our defensive responsibility was excellent. And then we still had them moments to try and win the game, so I was pleased with the mentality once again.
I know you mentioned we didn't take a couple of chances at the end, but the desire to get into those positions, does it sort of reaffirm what we're doing in the plan and the fact that those chances will come about in games like this?
Yeah, I mean, everyone spoke about a tough run. All runs are tough in the Premier League, and I wasn't trying to be flippant about it, but I'm not going to change my tune now. It is a tough run. But all these games are tough in the Premier League, and coming here, delivering a good performance, but keeping them down to their chance, but no real golden moments, and get a lucky goal. Well, obviously a penalty is a golden moment, but you get what I mean. They're not opening us up. I think the shape was good, the desire was good, the commitment was good, and then just finding them killer moments. We know that's been a challenge. It's an ongoing challenge, but we did have moments today when you do. It does frustrate me when we get in some really, really good moments and don't get a shot off with a purpose or a meaning or, of course, a goal.
The big moment of quality, obviously, was Illy's goal. He spoke to him earlier and he spoke about how much he's enjoying the defensive side of the game as well and doing that side of it. How impressed were you with his performance all round today?
Yeah, he's learning and his team play's improving all the time. His Premier League fitness has improved, obviously, which I mentioned when a lot of these players got here. It is different. And his will and desire to do the ugly side of the game as well as the good side of the game. Fantastic finish. He only came off in the end. His calf was tight and he beginning to look over. And I thought, well, we've got to be cautious, obviously. Shea was the same. We're hopeful nothing in them 2 injuries. And we're hopeful they'll settle down quick. But yeah, another good shift in from Millie and a moment of real true quality.
A quick word on Seamus as well. He mentioned himself how well Ash has been playing this year, but coming into a game like this obviously can't be easy. How impressed were you with the way he came back and the way he did?
Yeah, everyone knows his mentality, his professionalism is excellent. Like I say, he's made a call on it himself. We're hopeful it's just cramped, but he felt in them last 7 minutes, it's a key time, and he's had to make that professional call. It's not easy when you like Shea, but he's called it, and hopefully we've got away with just a niggly moment rather than anything that's going to keep him out. But no, he's done a fine job today.
It does feel like positivity is building at the club now on the pitch, obviously with the results off the pitch, with the takeover complete in the stadium as well. I know you've maintained throughout your time here that we can't get too high and we can't get too low, but is that a message you have to remind the players at this point when things are hopefully looking up?
Well, I think it's more about reinforcing the work from all. The mentality of the fans to stay strong. They've questioned us, of course. That's human nature of fans, but they've stayed strong. They're here again in numbers. They go all over the country in numbers and never question our fans. And I think the new owners have mentioned the word stability. They want that first of all, and then time to build, because it's not going to be a shortcut. The PSR rules and all the rest of it. I make it clear again, because when I mentioned that last time, people said, "Oh, is there trouble?" And I'm like, no, I'm not going down that road. I don't mean that. What I mean is there are still rules. There are still safeguarding for all clubs, not just us, that we've got to be inside of. So it's not like an easy fix. You can't just throw however much you wanted it. I think over time, these new owners, from what I gather in my early meetings with them, they're looking to build something. And I think that's important. I think that's the fans staying true to what the badge is and true to what the club is, and just another restart to try and build it and take care of it and look after this famous club.
And just finally, obviously a short turnaround now before the next game, but how different a test do you think Nottingham Forest will pose?
Well, they've made a strong name for themselves of playing that kind of absorb and counter and absorb and hurt teams with not just counter, by the way. I don't mean that. That's a positive thing I'm saying, not a negative thing. You know, but a lot of that kind of defensive stability and trying to break open on teams, and they've shown a good sign of doing that well. Quite obviously, Woody, a centre forward, who's really on form. I've known him obviously a long time, and credit to him and respect to him. But equally, we're back at home at our place. Nice feeling to what we're doing, so we'll certainly be ready to take them on.
Thanks for your time today.